Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Exploring Briarwood. Today, we got kind of a big one. A lot of updates in Zacston and Charing are coming your way today. You can see it right here. This is Samsung Stadium. Now, this is the one that's based on Yankee Stadium. Touch on the media rooms real quick. Those are the colors of the defending champions, Zacston Serpents, of course. If you've been following our baseball videos, they beat Briarwood this season to win their 28th title. Over here, these are just the colors of the Yankees. This is a guest media room that I haven't completed. But as we pop through here, the seats on the cardinal directions are all complete. In fact, this stadium is virtually almost complete seating-wise. I just have the corner sections to go. There's a pretty good view of the bird's eye of this stadium on our Instagram page. Go check that out at briarwood.mcft if you want daily updates on all of these stadiums and buildings. But orange seats all the way around, and then I just got a cool idea literally as I was talking. So I have this arch thing going on here, like Yankee Stadium, and I almost might change it. I literally just thought of this, and I'm pretty proud of myself. What if I did it in a wave pattern to reminisce a serpent? Because it's the Zacston Serpents, and I kind of want this Slytherin vibe going. So I might do that. Anyways, that's for me in the future to potentially update with. But this is Samsung Stadium. Black seats in center field. Some corporate signage that's not hanging on anything right now. But that's what it looks like right now. Very proud of that update. The Hilton in Zacston, still no progress made there. A little more of the downtown you can see here. We've already touched on Blank Check Financial. The Starbucks that sits here. Star Apartments. The Black Orphan Pub. That's not supposed to be a racist thing. It's supposed to be reminiscent of Orphan Black, which is my favorite TV show. I did have a subscriber really concerned about the name of that. It has nothing to do with anything bad. It's named after Orphan Black. I just didn't want to literally rip off Orphan Black, but maybe I should have. Guaranteed rate, because this building shares the colors of the Chicago White Sox. Over here, we got this purple motif going. So purple and gray for the Sacramento Kings. Of course, I got that little beam reminiscent of the Golden One Center. Sacrament Housing is the apartment complex on this side. And then they used to play in Powertrain or Sleep Train, or I can't remember. Anyways, this is a mattress store. And then this one, obviously kind of based on the Lakers colors. And I didn't put signage here yet. So eventually I'm going to. I might make it a Staples. Why not? Put a Staples right next to the stadium. That seems really productive for the town's needs. Let's go over to the arena. This is probably the exact same as the last time we were here. This is the Starbucks Center. So this is based on Amway Center in Orlando, home of the Magic. This is home to the Mountaineers and the Ravens. Right now set up for grass tennis. Lot of lights in here based on how steep just kind of these sections are. Both sides will have it eventually. And then over here, this is what will look like SoFi Stadium when it's complete. The shape's going to be a little different, but the interior is going to look exactly the same, or at least as close as I can get it. So you can start to see kind of those SoFi vibes as we look up in this direction. But this is home to the Zebras, who, as of me recording, are number one in Swiss top-tier American football, as well as Zacston FC, who are doing really well in top-tier association football. But that is Zacston. Very happy with the progress being made in Zacston. Let's go up to Charing. Charing is one that I'm kind of, I shouldn't say near and dear to my heart, but I mentioned last video, it's one that I'm kind of basing a lot on nostalgic things from my past, whether it be from my hometown or just things that remind me of my childhood in general. So we'll touch on that a little bit when we get there. First, we got to hop on our high-speed rail system, go past the hospital from Orphan Black, which I haven't progressed on at all. I might do one more round of stadiums before I move on to stations and parks is going to be the next step. And then schools, hospitals maybe, government buildings, palaces, that sort of thing. But stadiums right now are kind of what I'm focused on. I want to have at least a complete picture of the interior of each stadium before I move on to other buildings in each town. But, of course, directly north of Zacston is the town of Charing. It should pop up on our right eventually. There are 3 stadiums there, a church there, a little bit of a downtown going on, and then, of course, we'll expand from there. That is further than most towns, though. Like, most towns don't even have, like, a church or a downtown going on. So the fact that this one does is pretty good sign for its progress as well. We get to the end here toward the station that is not yet built. And let's quick touch on Charing Lutheran real quick. That's this church to the left that is kind of based on an elementary school and a church that I grew up in. Just kind of classroom space here for just like youth programs and church education, that sort of thing. Main office area here. And then the sanctuary through these doors here. So, big custom cross on the side here. Sound booth in the back. This is what it looks like here. Video boards for lyrics, light towers, and light rigs up top there. But Charing Lutheran, everybody. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go over to the Caribou Center, which is the arena. I'm guessing this is pretty much the exact same as it was the last time we were here. There's not a lot to continue on the interior of at the Caribou Center until I finish the exterior. So that's going to be the next step on this building specifically. I'm not in any rush. This was an easy build. It's based on the Bismarck Event Center. I grew up in Bismarck, North Dakota, and this is our local arena. Formerly the Bismarck Civic Center was home to an NBA G League team at one point, back when it was the NBA D League. The team currently known as the Santa Cruz Warriors used to play as the Dakota Wizards. The arena itself has blue and gray seats, but as a tribute to the Wizards, which had a purple and black color scheme for most of their existence, I've made the seats purple, and I put an ice rink in the middle as an ode to the fact that our local North American Hockey League team, the local junior hockey team, the Bismarck Bobcats, originally played their first 2 seasons at the Bismarck Event Center before the ice maintenance was just too much to upkeep for an arena of that busyness and magnitude. And the fact that the Bobcats are a junior team, they're not going to sell out a 10,000 seat arena every season. This is the media room for the Charing Titans. That's the hockey team, purple and white. And then the Charing Express is the basketball team, purple and teal, similar color scheme to something like the Charlotte Hornets. Over here, some guest locker rooms. This is basketball, green, white, and black, just a guest color scheme. Hockey guest locker room, blue and orange without a carpet. I need to fix that. Another guest basketball locker room. Another guest hockey locker room without a floor. And then the home locker rooms over here. I do apologize. I do have a pretty bad cold as I've been recording this video. Home basketball. And then over here, home hockey. And I want to say we did have some progress last time on just the food court area. This is the primary concessions area behind one of the end sections here. But that, like I said, is the Caribou Center. I need to put a logo there. I didn't realize that was missing. Wells Fargo Park had some progress made. It's got black seats. It's one of, I believe, only 2 baseball stadiums in the world, or in this world, to have black seats. The other being, of course, the one in Briarwood. But the Charing Stags. This is based on Truist Park in Atlanta, home of the Braves. Flipped outfield, so the view section of the town behind, or the little city that they're building behind, is now in left instead of right. Same with the Chop House, which I can't remember if I gave it an actual name in a previous video, but that bar area and grill section will be here. Little view there will be a lot easier to see if it were daytime. Cool little center field feature here with just some trees. Over here, just some expansion on the downtown. Orange is the motif, so the color scheme. This one based on the Edmonton Oilers. This is called Rogers Communications. Of course, Rogers Place is where they play. And then this is called Rexall Drug. They used to play at Rexall Place, which is a drugstore in Canada. The Herd Game Day Pub. It's a bar for fans of the Stags. This color scheme is, this specifically is based on the Houston Dynamo color scheme. Plenty of other teams have orange and black, but this one specifically, Dynamo Apartments. This is the same color scheme, but this one I've decided to base on the Cincinnati Bengals. So we have Paycor here. And over here, the Bengal Suites Apartments. This section here, another orange, black, and white Wells Fargo based on the Philadelphia Flyers. And then this really ugly front here that I don't love, but it is what it is First Energy Corps based on the Cleveland Browns. Over here, the last building we will discuss in today's video is Google Park. Now, this is based on Parken Stadium in Denmark. I believe it's home to FC Copenhagen and the Danish national team. It's the national stadium of Denmark. I don't have this end complete yet. I haven't exactly decided if I want to copy the stadium in Marrakesh for this end, but all of the other sections are complete. I just need to add stairs and exits and that sort of thing. But a very cavernous stadium. Won't be a dome, but it'll be just very, very covered. You, of course, have the blocked box end here. Corner tower. Straight corner tower. And then the Google Park signage. I don't love how dark it is in here. I might find a way to fix that. But even during the daytime, like the shadows back here are a lot worse than I wanted them to be. So that's down to me putting tinted glass. It mutes the lighting behind it. So that's why you get so many shadows here despite there being light sources behind the glass. Whereas it flows through something over here, which is open, or even if I had just regular colored glass, it would flow through a lot better. So that's something to consider for the future. But that being said, this is Google Park. That has been Charing and Zacston. Next time, we'll head further east to St. Sophia and then also touch on Thurmansport. Join us for that. Actually, why don't we touch on Appletree Hamlet as well, because those are all kind of together in one area, and that way Appletree Hamlet isn't on its own video. So join us for that. That'll be next week. Plenty of other Minecraft and other sports video game content on the channel as well. Until next time, though, we will see you very, very soon.